Hello everyone and welcome back to the Malakai Makaisson campaign. Heir of Malakai here. I do have this army. We're still suffering some mutagenic energy issues, but we're going to go and challenge these vampires nonetheless because I want to help make sure that we get that done. That is part of what I'd like to complete is all the adventure battles. And speaking of adventure battles, we should look and see what else we need to do on the Wood Elf one. Form a trade agreement with Empire or Kislev faction, which we already have. That's kind of weird that would be the case here. And interact the marker to start the dilemma. So there's that one. It's got a marker. It's a kind of an awkward marker. I mean, this guy could get to that marker relatively easy. And we're going to see what else we got here. Fight the Malevolent Tree Man army. Which one's the one that gives me the dig? Oh, we got the dig in for the flame cannons. Sweet. Good, that's the one we needed. And then 3 battles against Wood Elves. We'd have to fight this one? All right, well, we got stuff going on up here in the north side of the Empire. So once this army gets the vampire kills, we'll move over there and take care of business with them. We have a hero that needs to be moved. I was trying to assassinate these ogre characters. We haven't had the success yet, but you never know. We got to keep trying. There we go. We got someone. And this guy's chances of assassinating are about as good as they're going to get at this point. Experience, wonder, attribute, toughened skin. I guess we'll just go with some other upgrades on this guy. He's going to be pretty good at doing campaign objectives here. We've got a ton of money for me to spend on my buildings. I don't normally make you all sit and watch through this, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you some of the stuff that I've been doing from a building standpoint. Obviously, I'm trying to make sure that we're continuing to just bring in gargantuan amounts of Oath Gold. So like, for instance, Troll Fjord is a good example. I'm going to increase the defenses, bring in the Oath Gold. I like tearing down some of this. Like right here, we should be... Hag Grief, we need to kind of right-size this here. I'm going to tear that stuff down. And upgrade Barrier Isles. Nothing super important there, so I'm just going to save that money. And I like to remind myself sometimes where I'm building. The Granite Spikes, we're going to need a lot of growth out here because this is somewhat inhospitable territory for us. So I will take the time to spend for some growth there so that we can make that area more hospitable much more quickly. Altar spawns. We're really not going to end up doing much else here, so I'll just get some extra dwarf beer kegs there. And let's see. Morgheim. Probably not a big reason to go too crazy on this settlement for now. And let's keep rolling through here again. I like increasing these defenses where we get the opportunity. Matorka is potentially in the crosshairs of a counterattack from Sartosa. I don't know that that's super likely, but it's potential. And let's just keep looking here. Was it Karakazorn had a special building? I can't remember whether we... So irritated that those things seem glitched out too in terms of getting the underway fixed over here at Karakazorn. That's Zorn, sorry. It's really irritating. Yeah, we're busy building there, so soon we'll be able to come to that one. I'm going to go ahead and just save the rest of my money. I'm going to skip any other buildings. Let's see, get some commandments. I like the growth and tradable resources. Let's make sure I don't have any movement points that we actually want to use. Like, this character has not moved. And it's because, well, no, he doesn't have further movement orders. Sometimes I think it's because of that. Let's retake Negrar. We've got to get rid of these black arcs as well. They're going to be annoying. All right, let's go ahead and occupy that. Awesome. So we've retaken Negrar, and I'm going to rebuild that. And let's go again, just double check, make sure we're not leaving movement points on the table. We are not. You have an injured character there. We'll have to figure out where they belong. When they come back, we got another commandment available to us. We're going to issue that. Another commandment available. I'll also go ahead and take care of those trade goods. Another commandment available. We're getting a lot of these right now. An outpost. I'm not worried about outpost. I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. I'll see you all on the other side of it. All right. So out in the Chaos Waste north of the Great Bastion, we've been attacked by Valkia the Bloody and Archaon, and it says that we're going to take low casualties. Honestly, I think this auto-resolve's being pretty kind to me. Quite kind, in fact. I'm very tempted to take it, except for the fact that it wants to kill my Thunder Barge, which I can't allow. So we will fight this, which I figured you all would probably want me to anyway. Their infantry is not that good. It's just a lot of Zangors. They don't really have any infantry that's dangerous to me. One of the challenges we're going to have here is that we have a lot of targets that are going to need to be handled all at once. They've got these exalted heroes. They got Valkia. She's very quick, very deadly in melee. We've got a giant. We've got a Manticore that's going to be flying around. We've got Screamers. You're going to have Archaon, who's going to be ludicrous. And so it's not really their infantry or anything else. It's these having to kill Archaon, and they've got this Chaos Sorcerer here as well. They've got a mess to throw at us here, so this is going to be interesting. Well, Archaon is a minute away. I would like to force Valkia to attack me immediately so that Archaon won't be available immediately to reinforce. I don't know how this is going to work out. Sometimes there's risk in doing this when you get in too much of a hurry. I am going to leave my cannons still because I need them to complete the dig-in process. All right, the AI deployed way far back, which was a concern that I had. So they are outside of even my cannon's range, which is significant. I'm going to spear Valkia, and I'm going to move up, and I'm going to attempt to draw her in. If I can draw her in, then it would be a huge benefit to me. I don't really want to move up my artillery, because if I do, it'll put me slightly in range of this forest and stuff here, and all that's going to really do is just give Archaon an easier path to get to me. 13 seconds, I can summon these gyros and harass her some more too. I really want to harass them and get them to charge me before the reinforcements show up and they all get in a line. So that's part of the reason why I'm coming so far forward here. I'm going to try and tempt the AI into a fight that they really shouldn't take here. Valkia is very fast though. I'm going to try and shoot these exalted pink horrors, and I'm going to pick at Valkia here as well. All right, there we go. I think we've got her attention. I'm going to get her flying this direction now, so there we go. I definitely have her attention. I'm going to try and pull her into cannon range, which we are now. The problem is that my gyros are on a straight line of sight here. We did just get some shots, so that is what we wanted. If we can kill Valkia early, this would be a huge benefit to us, and I'm luring her right now with just a summoned gyrocopter unit, which is nothing substantial. She's chasing the gyrocopter that flamed out on the ground. That is very strange. I've not seen that before, but this is really good for us. Let's make sure our army is positioned. I've got reinforcements set up there. I've got reinforcements here. I'm going to put some slayers. Yeah, like this. Okay, Valkia is taking a beating, but she's retreating from us. This is really bad. It's actually exactly what we didn't want. I'm going to have to continue to harry her and see if we can convince her to come back. My artillery is trying to convince her too, but she's not having it. So this is actually not great. This didn't really happen the way I want. Now, a couple of good things though. Because of this position, it's going to be relatively easy for me to protect my flank. I'm going to reposition a little bit here, keep my Doom Seekers under the middle. And do something like this. I'm gonna pull these Slayer Pirates in just a little bit. We've got to be very careful here, I think. Yeah, this should be good. I was really hoping that we could get Valkia a lot better than this. I'm gonna spear her again. I've got my second Zephyr 42-pounder thing here. It's not really gonna matter that much one way or the other. I'm gonna drop it on these exalted pinks. So my plan to harass the enemy into an early attack did not work. At this point, I'm kind of wishing that I had just deployed farther back, but there's really not a better position farther back, so we'll just have to make this do. Like I said, the downside of this situation now is that I'm going to have to win this fight from kind of a disadvantageous position in the sense that I've got a lot of enemies to deal with, and they're going to come all at once, and that is really not to our benefit. I'm going to actually take my heroes. I don't want to give them a free path straight to my heroes, because remember we got one killed a while back. That's Archaon. He's gonna try and hit us with some searing, or no, that's not Archaon, that's something else altogether there. All right, we've got Valkia's attention again. This is not good because my Thunder Barge is gonna block the line of sight. I'm gonna have to Thunderburn away from here and try and drag her back out in front where the artillery can continue to take her out. I'm gonna target her here. And target her there, and then let's see. I'm gonna slow her down if I can. Target her here, slay her pirates. I'm gonna get her with everything we got. She didn't get slowed down in time, unfortunately, and now she's gonna drop in kind of in front of my infantry. I gotta turn off the Thunder Burner. All right. She's gonna go down, not as quickly as I want. I'm gonna take my... Okay, she's running away now. Go ahead and target my artillery on Archaon. And I'm gonna bring my Slayer hero over here to help finish off Valkia. I'm gonna debuff her. Immune to Psych, Foci. Oh, she's running now. And she better. Our Demon Slayer is gonna slay this filthy demon. Archaon is getting a face full of it too, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want. He is extremely potent. And the more he's dead, the better. All right, Valkia down. Archaon's next. I'm going to go ahead and charge him with my Slayer. This is going to be an epic fight right here. Archaon, I don't believe, is actually a demon. But he's going to be a tough one to take down here. I'm going to target this Tzeentch Sorcerer back here with my artillery. And let's target the Tzeentch Sorcerer with this guy as well, too. We got to be smart. Let's bash up this infantry with some blasting charges. I want to make sure and get those blasting charges up, and then I'm going to counter charge with my hammers right here. Oh, man, Archaon got dumpstered by my Slayer here. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm going to throw him into this fight as well. He is not dead. Unfortunately, sorry, I'm pausing it just because I got a lot going on, and I need to make sure that we don't lose track of any one thing here. I got to watch my artillery too. They do have some flyers. They may attempt to bypass some of our stuff and get into our artillery. In fact, let's see. Let's get a Wrath and Ruin spun up over here. Actually, let's just wait on that one. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. Let's get into it here. Let's get rid of these screamers. I'm gonna get rid of this. All right, we've got to intercept back here. They've got a lot of troops coming around my flank on this side. They're not going for the flank on the other side, interesting enough. Try and throw those. Oh, Archaon's getting a 2-for-1 on me right there. That's not what we want. Where is Archaon, by the way? He probably came back. Yeah, he's back in here against my Slayer hero, who's now kind of out on an island. However, he created a very nice blob for us, and we're going to take advantage of that blob. I'm going to drop a Wrath and Ruin in there, and I'm going to get my hero to come over here and help him as well. We just got outflanked by a Marauder. I'm going to send a Doomseeker back here as well. All right, Doomseeker can come help clear this up. Gonna intercept those Cynagors. All right, how are we doing? Let's check our artillery fire. I'm gonna start cleaning up targets with the artillery. My Thunder Barge is getting really good damage done. He's just parked right on top of that battle. Let's take our Lord. Kind of dangerous to go after this melee hero, but I'm gonna see if I can kind of help calm him down a little. That Tzeentch Sorcerer is still alive. Maybe we didn't have a good line of sight to him. Okay, we killed Archaon. That is a huge boon for us. We lost a Hammerer unit right there, but our Doomseekers and Slayers are cleaning up that fight very quickly. Not surprised. Doomseekers are just owned in melee. We've got pink fire coming in on us. Let's take care of that. The Giant's still roaming around here, and they managed to scare off my engineer here. That's unfortunate for me, as a Dragon Ogre got a hold of him. Let's get into those Dragon Ogres. I'm going to nerf them down and see if we can take them out with our Slayer hero. Very tough fight here. Very tough fight. I like tough fights, though, whenever they're not just straight cheating. So I think our artillery's having a hard time putting a beat on this guy. He's moving around so much. It's actually kind of frustrating. Normally I would have kind of expected him to die really quickly. I'm gonna amp up our guys here to fight a little harder. We have an Iron Breaker that's almost totally dead. My Doom Seekers are just on a tear now. I'm worried that the AI is going to get some of their troops back from routing and come up behind my artillery, potentially, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. All right, let's shoot these guys. Yeah, Doom Seeker's just shredding people at this point. I love how quickly the Doom Seekers cleaned up that fight whenever they got back there into it. It was pretty funny. That Tzeentch Sorcerer is looking like he's going to get away from us, and I am not happy about that. I'm going to follow some of these routing units with the Thunder Barge and feed them some pain. We've got a few guys to knock out here. Yeah, there we go. We're feeding him some hits. I want that Tzeentch Sorcerer dead, and then I'd like to target that Exalted Hero of Tzeentch. Get rid of some of these tougher units. Now, this battle actually went pretty good for me. Probably not too different than the way the auto-resolve turned out, other than the fact that I'm not going to lose any of my units, but I did expect some tough fight here. I think in some ways the auto-resolve was underestimating the forces of chaos here. In other ways, it was fairly accurate. Like, I think in the sense that they certainly had the potential to kill some of my units. Definitely a dangerous army, and that chariot's getting wrecked by my artillery. And down it goes. Sweet. All right, we got rid of some really key units here. For the forces of Tzeentch. That was a really good battle for us. That battle was very good for us. Not only that, we're going to get to replenish a fairly significant chunk of our army here, just in case any more fiends come after us on this turn-in. Speaking of turn-ins, funny things that happen. We had the ogre stop by begging us for peace, and obviously that was rejected. I will take this agreement with the Fey Enchantress. I want to keep really good friends with everybody else because I don't want them to suddenly turn around and attack me. Looks like the Bowmen of Orion are tired of me. That's okay. I actually have some battles to fight Wood Elf, so that could potentially come in handy. We destroyed Harganeth. That's fantastic. And then we killed some enemies in battle, which of course is always good. We defeated Valkia here, which is going to give our guys some buffs. We've got some Pokemon skills there. I love how they added that, by the way, for killing Legendary Lords. It's so fun. All right, our Master Engineer was wounded. Okay, he belongs to this other army that just headed south. So we can go ahead and put him to sea, and I'm going to continue with this army. He'll catch up to them, I believe, eventually. Maybe even sooner rather than later. Thorek has got to head south all the way to the southern Chaos Waste, which I have never landed in, so I'm kind of excited about this. It's a part of the map that I have never gotten to experience yet. There is an army behind us here with Sartorial, but yep, he might get kept in check by the Tomb Kings. We'll see. I'll give him an opportunity, and then we're going to rejoin Thorek's army here, and we can do sharpened weapons. I love some sharpened weapons. All right, so we're going to get rejoined. Thorek is close to landing in the southern Chaos Waste and taking the fight to Tzeentch, and I'm going to enjoy some sweet grudge revenge there. We've got one, I think only a couple of more. Yeah, we've only got a couple of more research things to take care of, and then we'll have the full research tree unlocked. Just shows you how far along we've come in that too. All right, Malakai is set to go, so I'm just gonna bounce up here, get ready to head into the rest of the Druchii territory. We've got Druchii to the north and to the west. I'm assuming it might be best to hit the Altar of Ultimate Darkness here first. Let's go hit that with Thorgrim. Yeah, we've got the Druchii up against the ropes here. They are in a bad place right now, a very bad place. Their little empire is swiftly coming to an end, and I can't say that I feel bad for them. Pointy-eared jerks. All right, that should do. Yeah, we're okay there. I don't think we really need to build anything else there at the moment. Just keep moving all of our lords and getting the most out of us. Where I see a skill point, I might just go ahead and take care of it real quick. This guy is all the way up. Now, some of you reminded me that we can put these guys on automatic, and that's true. I think when they get to a point like this, I'd probably be better off to just automate it and let the AI take care of it. But I mean, we're we're basically here at this point. But I just don't trust them to add stuff until it kind of gets to the very end. But then it even worries me too that they won't put mentor. But you're correct. You can use the automate thing if you feel like there's really nothing else to lose there. And it will certainly be faster, potentially, for you to take care of. So definitely a good reminder. Again, love the comments you all leave. A lot of people say, hey, leave a comment for the algorithm. Don't leave a comment for the algorithm. Leave a comment for me. I like reading your comments, and I'm not a stupid algorithm. I actually care about your comments, and I enjoy them. So leave a comment for me, even if it's you just making fun of my profane smell or my ugly schnoz or whatever you want to do. Just go for it. You can leave a comment for any reason. But yeah, I appreciate the comments. Let's see here. Black Fortress. There we go. We need to take this army, and we need to head underground to Flayed Rock. And we will hit it next. And then I've got Ungram, I believe. Yep, this Ungram. He can take out the Great Hall of Greasus camp, which is one greasy camp. If you ever wondered what it smells like being up in the hills with ogres who haven't bathed in their entire lifetime, they've been eating the ogre equivalent of squirrel meat, it gets pretty rough. The smell is unbearable. Let's see here. I think Great Hall of Greasus is in range. It is spectacular. I think we were taking some mountain pass attrition, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. Unless we caught a disease or something. The ogre stank disease. Nope, it was just mountain pass attrition. And then we've got our character here. Let's go with specialist, should be fine. See if I got any other skill points to knock out while we're in here. Yep, one more right here. This is that engineer that's rejoining the army, I think. Okay, so we took care of that. Let's get to our next lord that needs to be moved. And we did good on that turn-in. We're actually replenishing here because we're in the encamp stance. Okay, I was trying to understand. I was like, wait a minute, why am I replenishing? Tretch is still here. I'm gonna just clean up all the nasty leftovers out here. I don't want Tretch to get behind us. Skaven are annoying. He's gonna take off running. I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe him out. Well, I was gonna go ahead and wipe him out. I guess I will. He ran way far away, which is very Tretch. Like, you know, to just go running in the opposite direction when there's a battle. That's got Tretch written all over it. I wonder... Ooh, yeah, I can make it back into my territory, and I can go into... Well, no. Because we're going to take attrition. I don't want to take attrition. I want to be ready to fight. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to the Valerie. We'll let Zinch survive for a turn. It was worth killing Tretch because he's a verminous pile of garbage. And we obviously love sending him to his final destination with the Horned Rat in whatever version of Warhammer hell it is. We don't really know. But there we go. Let's see. All right. And Tecton Growish? He's the one that ended up in the unexpected fight with the Skaven. This is our territory all the way down here, so I'm actually going to start maybe moving that direction in an ambush stance. So we'll kind of slowly move down the mountain here. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves because help is soon behind. We just need to be patient. Let's see, Garrison Lord not moved. So Belagar is busy wiping out the Vampire Coast. And speaking of wiping out the Vampire Coast, here are some Vampire Coast for us to wipe out. They are scurrying away on their hermit crabs, which is, again, pretty appropriate because that's what hermit crabs do. They scurry away. But scurry as though they will, there is no escape. They are caught. And they are... Hang on. They're undead, so I guess now they're re-dead? Something like that. Who knows? That's going to count as another battle against the vampires, by the way. We gained a trait here, so campaign movement range, attrition, reduction. That's nice. And this should count as yet another battle against the Vampire Coast, so we should be getting close to satisfying that Vampire Coast battle quota. It should soon be settled. We can attack Myrmidons here as well. We may lose some units doing it, but auto resolve. Nope. It's not going to be that unkind to us. Let's take it. And we have an absolutely expansive empire. This is probably one of the biggest empires that I've done. And usually I don't really continue the campaigns at this point because it's kind of a moot point, right? Like we know we're going to win, but I don't know. I'm just kind of having, I want to finish this one. You know, the dwarves are particular about their grudges. And I didn't want to leave this one without finishing the upgrades to the airship, without repaying the legendary grudge, without restoring the dwarf underway, right? I felt like there was many dwarf things that it wouldn't have been an appropriate dwarf campaign for us to not carry on a little further and take care of business. Yep, so we unlocked the Vampire Slayer battle, so we can now complete another adventure. And if Malakai has his movement points, we will go ahead and do that now before I forget about it, because I am probably likely to forget about such things that we don't really want to. Let's see, Mason. Let's go with Miner's Instinct. No, we're going to have some more skill points in here too. Belagar hits level 50, which means we can drop off Mentor to its highest skill, which is always going to be a good. But see, like right here, I think we can just let this guy, we'll say auto-assign skill points from now on for this one, because there's just really nothing the AI can do wrong at this point, other than get Mentor wrong at the end. But I don't know, that's probably been, you know, tuned in for them. This is another one where I'm close to that point, but not quite. So I'm going to go ahead and divvy that one out. And let's go with Deadly Onslaught, Woundmaker.
I do.
Let's see, again, this is another one where when it gets to this point, not a huge deal to me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that one on too. And I'm just going to take care of one last one on my own. Like, not going to be a huge deal breaker for us one way or the other there. Okay, so we got those points taken care of. We got another Garrison Lord to move. We do have a lot of Ogre characters still running around back here. I don't really think it matters a ton that we see them all dead, but you know, we'll do our best to kill them. I'm gonna move down here. This army needs to head east and help finish wiping out ogres. I'm gonna actually start by kind of going a little bit south. And then we'll head underground through Pig Barter and we'll help get rid of the Poxmakers. We gotta go out to the Dragon Isles. Let's see. All right, so our reinforcements that took Nagrar. Those stupid Black Arcs are kind of out in behind me, but I'm not going to go chasing them at the moment. I may end up regretting that, but I don't think so. We could go over here and knock out... we could go knock out the Drowned and hand that territory over to the High Elves to kind of make them happy. I've considered handing over quite a bit of territory over here, if that's what it takes, by the way, to keep them happy. And Malakai does not have any movement points left on this turn-in, unfortunately. I'm going to start pushing forward with this army. Now we just have a ton of money to spend. I'm going to go take a look here at the Chill Road, which is looking good. Oh, we got a gold mine. Fantastic. Love those. I'm going to tear that stuff down. Agarond is being rebuilt into a more dwarfly image here. Awesome. Grief. Start the animal trade there. Make Rakarth jealous. Let's see what else we want to do over here. Nothing there. I'm kind of looking at these territories because I want to make sure that they're fairly well defended in case the Druki manage to mount a competent counterattack. Seems unlikely, but better safe than sorry. See, like, we have a lot of opportunities here to improve defenses rather substantially. So we will do that. And then where these Black Arcs can get behind us again, not gonna hurt to have some defenses on the way back here. And just to make life a little more miserable for those Black Arcs whenever they try and get behind us. Awesome. There we go. Got a good spin. We got a Lord not moved here. This was our Lord that was headed towards the vampires. We've got one more turn of mutagenic energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move forward in an encamp stance. And we'll move up there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just end my turn here once we dish out some commandments. That reminds me, I need to check all the way down to the south. Okay, we've already moved. Thorek, or sorry, that wasn't Thorek, that's the hero. Just making sure that we already have our movements. Yep, okay. All right, let's end our turn. All right, other than Sartosa begging for peace, we didn't see much else happen. Clarkeron got destroyed, which means that the elves are finding some success to our south. That's a good deal. Now, I want to fight this adventure battle with Malakai, so let's go grab Malakai and fight the vampire adventure battle. So here we go. We're going to drop out of that stance, and then we're going to go to the adventures, and we're going to take the vampire one, and we're going to teleport to the vampire slayer battle. So if we win, we get flaming bombs ammunition for the Spirit of Grungni, and we get the Crimson Gemstone here, which is a regeneration passive, and it gives dark protection there too. That's pretty sweet. So we definitely want that. So let's teleport. All right, Victor Van Hal and his skeletons. Yeah, he's. I hope he's got a better army than that stashed somewhere else. This is going to be a real short one.
Let them come and try us. We'll kill them again.
Kill him again. I like that.
Ugly one, and they're all doing this. Shoot that one.
Again, good advice.
Nothing better than fireworks that hit people.
That is, you know what? It's a simple speech. He's a man of few words, but it's words that I can appreciate. All right, we're gonna have some fun here. I love that. Nothing better than fireworks that can hit people. That is exactly what we're gonna be doing here. We're gonna absolutely massacre that necromancer here in just a second. I'm gonna put our army into a defensive stance. I'm gonna get some shielded infantry to kind of line up in this gap and go into the shield wall, where they'll be very effective at holding back throngs of vampires. Defensive shield wall. And then vampires can do some summoning, so we're gonna take the protection of our artillery pretty seriously here. There we go. I'm gonna leave a couple of units back here in the back as well to kind of block off this rear approach, just in case the enemy gets behind me, because we all know that's possible. I don't always pay attention the best. I don't see any flyers either, and they're gonna regret that. I mean, boy, the Airship 1 is gonna have quite a time of this. I don't think the enemy's gonna be pleased with the result. We do have a couple of Thunders as well. I'm gonna drop those into formation right up front here. And then what else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're set. Let me just make sure my artillery, yep, they're on a defensive stance. We have our gyros. These are steam gyros. They are not gonna be our troll hammer variety, unfortunately. All right, let's start the battle. And I'm gonna start off by spearing this corpse cart just for fun. And speaking of the corpse cart, let's blast it real quick. Oh my gosh, that spear met its mark. And then there comes the cannons, and that's gonna be a rest in pepperonis to the corpse cart here very, very shortly. There it goes. Now we're gonna go for the White King who's leading that, and our, oh my gosh, man. Airship 1 is on an absolute tear right now. Got Gotrek and Felix. I'm gonna use them to do a little bit of intercept work here. Oh man, that White King is getting owned right in the face. All right. Airship 1 is just doing its thing. Cannons are gonna keep firing. We have the summoned gyros too. Let's just kind of turn the gyros and shoot all this stuff as it comes by. Awesome. There we go. We are shredding. Let's get Malakai out here and block this incoming blob. Yeah, they're gonna wish that they hadn't come around my flank there. That is going very poorly for him, as I expected it would. You know what? I want our Doomseekers to pad some stats here, so I'm gonna send them in a little earlier than usual. They won't really be necessary here, but let's get some kills. Airship 1 is, I mean, just really having a time of it. This is fantastic. Ooh, yeah, those flanking units did not fare so well. All right, so what does it say now? It says, the Necromancer lives, more will be summoned, kill him. All right, so we have to kill the Necromancer. I have a plan for this Necromancer. There are some bats back there, but a plan we have. I'm going to send my Air Force to take care of that. And then we've got the Spirit of Grungni coming. This is telling me to watch out for reinforcements. Is that going to be our reinforcements, or is it telling me to watch out for enemies there? I'm going to put this unit into a guard formation just in case. Same there, too. So we're not having any problem beating back our enemies up front. The Tomb Seekers are just absolutely shredding here. This is fantastic. Both units of them are definitely padding the stats. And all we got to do is just go kill us a Necromancer. Here comes the Spirit of Grungni. This ought to make the job a little easier. So here's the guy in the robe. He said to shoot things at him, so I feel like I can handle that. So here comes the Spirit of Grungni, and we're going to deliver a Spear of Grungni right into Robe Boy's face. Oh no, he targeted the bats. Did he really do that? He did. Dang. Well, that was a mistake. I did not mean to do this. I think that the click was misclicked. Imagine that, me misclicking something. Never such a thing has happened. There we go. I got a second spear. Don't fret, folks. Oh, my flyers. Wow, they really brought the defense here. I don't want my gyrocopters dead. Spirit of Grungni should be able to hold its own for a minute. I'm gonna actually see if we can finish this guy with it. I've got him targeted. I'm gonna actually turn the other airship around and kind of do a little bit of fleeing here. We got just a couple of angry flyers headed towards us. Just a couple. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along. All right. Oh, we got him. Or no, he healed. Crap. We do have some bats on us. I'm trying to kill him, but he's kind of just like moseying around underneath me. I'm gonna have to pull off of him. These bats are making it a little bit hard to maneuver here. I'm gonna try and target him again. I think my guns are having a hard time connecting. Oh, he's healing. He's just healing a lot. I don't think the attack order gets my Grudge Rakers shooting him. I think it's trying to turn the cannon on him. It is. That's unfortunate and annoying. Ooh, speaking of unfortunate and annoying, the poor gyrocopters. All right, well, they've got some cover fire now, and Airship 1 is getting back to safety. We've got some serious bad guys coming towards us here. We really need to kill this Necromancer. Oh, he just ate a big flame cannon shot. I mean, a big one. And we got a spear coming in only 7 seconds. I do want to keep an eye on some of my units, so I've had these units for a long time, and I really don't want to lose them. I think should be getting back to safety. I'm hoping that their Terrorgeist and other units will... Yeah, it's going to try and land on my artillery, and it's going to get wrecked. Slayer Pirates got them, Giant Slayers. We're going to get in here and tear them up. The rest of those forces landed out in front of us. Bad move indeed. And the Necromancer... Did he get away into the woods, or is he dead? Nope, we killed the Necromancer. So now we just got to eliminate the Vampire Lord, which is this character here who's being shot. Ooh, boy, that Terrorgeist took the worst of that. All right, let's get in here for the zombie dragon kill. So there goes the Vampire Lord. And I think that'll do it, folks. There's a Banshee out here fighting Malakai. That didn't go well. Nice. Well done. Nice fireworks. I guess the battle's over. Yep, there we go. Right, well, that definitely went well for us. I'm not shocked. Not shocked. Ooh, Dawi Dominus is playing as dwarves win a single-player campaign. I haven't done... Oh, I guess I haven't done it on Warhammer 3 yet. So we met the campaign long victory at this point, but we're not quite done yet. We're almost done, folks. We're almost done. We've only got the one adventure left, and we can fight that one, I think, as soon as we complete 2 more of these missions, which we can do by heading over and fighting those Wood Elf factions that were in the northern part of the Empire here. There's some fights set up for us over there that should allow us to complete that. Where are we at? Honestly, we don't even need to fight these vampires anymore. It's kind of a waste of time even. So I'm just gonna head underground and head to the north and west and go take the fight where it needs to be. So we're gonna go in here. Hopefully this army will be capable of fighting the wood elves. It should be quite capable of it, in fact. Okay, so Lord not move. So Malakai completes another adventure battle. Let's not leave it there. We're going to go ahead and take the Temple of Cain, too, and embarrass the Druki further. And boy, are they being embarrassed. Thoroughly embarrassed. I like it. I'm here for it. Let's build up this Mines of Hag Grief. We'll use the Druki for slaves. I mean, how's that for ironic punishment? They're the ones always making the big slave empires, and so we'll turn them into the slaves and let the whole world laugh at them. So there we go. I'm gonna head north with Thorgrim. Hit Iron Frost because I have this other army that can come in and help here in the more central parts. All right, there we go. Another settlement under our control. So really Cathay is kind of the final frontier that needs to be cleansed, and it is full of bad guys. Blessed Dread, Clan Eshin, Poxmakers. Like, I mean, it is covered in filth and needs a thorough cleansing and a thorough grudge settling. So we're gonna have to take care of that. It's gonna be left to us, and I will make sure that it happens. Let's get some of these skill points handled. See, again, at this point, again, with this guy, not really a huge deal to me. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that one on auto control as well. Yeah, not a huge deal to me. I'm gonna probably go ahead and auto that one off too. There's some of these other ones though that I kind of like to get the right skills. I think we've got most of those there as well. The ones that allow me with the to have the strongest armies and stuff like that. Okay, there we go. See, like triangulation, for instance, really important one for those lower tier armies. We got Lord still not moved, so Grombrindle is ready to get some vengeance at Flayed Rock. The ogres are being swept before us like trash off of the floor. Greasy trash on the floor, I might add. It's like the wrappings that are left over from a fried fish sandwich or something, you know, just grease everywhere. Let's see. I'm gonna head down here and then go underground. We got this army that can make its way. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go underground here as well. Awesome. All right. A lot of lords moving. Oldest is finally catching up. I'm gonna send this army back forward. Need to go into a standard stance. Move out of here. All right, Clan Eshin. Oh boy, yeah, we got some baddies. Bellicor working for service and Kolek. Sweet, and Village. Well, we're gonna Pokemon a lot of folks, and Queek. We're gonna get some real good Pokemon going on over here. I'm gonna move this army up as well. I'm gonna just move up to the Valerie and we'll be behind him. And soon, Iron Fist is definitely taking an Iron Fist to his enemies here. Let's take Grim Top. We have almost arrived in full force in Cathay, and the great cleansing of the East. It's like a big colon cleansing of the East because of the fact that the Poxmakers are here. But we will cleanse it nonetheless. Ooh, there's a Skaven army down here in front of us. That is Ikit Claw, and his army is trash. The question is, does he have more troops down here with him that we can't see? And he, oh my gosh, that's a lot of rattling guns. If I attack him, we'll be in range of a counterattack from these other two, but they don't look particularly strong. My biggest concern here is that I won't, you know, he'll have more there that I can't see, but this is a tempting target here. Ikit Claw is in a forced march. He can't get away. I've definitely got the tools to take out such a crappy army. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit here. So let's take down, I could auto-resolve Ikit Claw, but I want to kill him. All right, the battle against Ikit Claw is about to begin. I think they're gonna come attack me because they just don't have any range. I technically attacked them, but like I said, I think they're gonna come over here. I'm giving my guys a second to go through the dig in, and we'll see how far it's gonna expand our range. Very close to them, not quite all the way in. Let's see whether they move forward. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward for a minute. I think they're gonna come this way. I can always take my Lord forward and pick at them some too, or sorry, my Engineer. I'll take the Engineer forward and I'll start shooting like that mutant rat ogre or something, and I think that'll tip their hat here and force it. Or I've also got the summon gyros too. I'm just gonna summon the gyros right here. That might get their attention also. And I'm almost inside of a snipe range here. They have some units to shoot at us. And they're using this, what is that, a clan stone or something they're using on us? I don't know. We're doing pretty good damage to the mutant rat ogre, so we're gonna let that happen. I'm not really concerned about their infantry. If anything, it would be good to hit these slinger. Those are Skaven slaves. Everything they have is just utter garbage. It's like a waste of ammunition. All right, I think we've got their attention. And soon they will be inside of range of our organ guns. And at that point, it means that they're going to start losing their organs all over the battlefield as they are blasted out of them. And I'll be here for that. Oh yeah, they're very nearly inside range. We're gonna let our organ guns do what they do best. Let's drop our bombs here. We're about to lose the summon. Oh yeah, there we go. See if we can get one more bomb drop in here. They're almost gone. They're almost gone. Almost gone. Get the bomb drop. All right, there we go. Got our bomb drops in. We'll just suicide charge here because we're about to despawn. Awesome. I haven't had any menace below, so I hope that means escape. Oh my goodness, that rat ogre. He's got some new face holes. That's saying something, because rat ogres probably have extra face holes to begin with, just based on the way Skaven are. But yeah, this guy is not going to be in good shape. Yeah, he's already skitter fleeing away from the battlefield. Can't say I'm shocked. He got battered pretty hard there. Claw is sitting outside of range of our artillery. Man, that was some serious range too. That was pretty impressive, actually. That's probably a special ability. He's moving slowly forward at this point. And Skaven slaves are not a good match against anything dwarves have to offer at any level. And remember what I said about organ guns? I think that was made clear right there when you all saw that shot ring in, because there goes the organs. Nothing like some Skaven organ meat to get the appetite churning. More like the stomach churning, but let's drop some Zufbar 42 pounders here. Separate some more of these rats from their internal organs. Let's start targeting Claw. Oh, here comes the Warp Lightning. Gotta love Claw. All right, he took a face full right there. I do have Helm of Discord here, by the way, which will be a very nice debuff on Ikit. And he's inside of the range of our Bugmans. All right. Let's watch Ikit go down. Oh, he got blasted. The grenades and the Bugmans. Slayer don't care about any fire there. I love it. Claw is gone. Woohoo! That was a nasty volley right there, too. Here comes the rats. I think these guys remembered that they are rats after all. I think a few more of them. Oh, was that a warp bomb? It was a warp bomb. You know what's funny? They dropped the warp bomb on my leaders, which did nothing to my guys, but actually killed a bunch of their own rats. So that is just hilarious, because only the Skaven could be so dumb. And I think that was actually, I mean, I have to give CA credit for programming them to be that stupid. I mean, that is actually right in line with the lore. So, I mean, that is a spectacular job by Creative Assembly there. True to lore for the Skaven. Yeah, that's it. I don't think these poor rats can take anymore. There we go. I hope that's an omen for things to come. I'm not necessarily ready to write off Clan Eshin, but I am a little bit surprised at how many Skaven slaves I'm seeing from them, and I'm not sure why, but if that's all they've got, then this is not going to be a particularly long fight. If there is any Cathay factions left, and I'm not convinced there is, yeah, I don't see any anywhere. If there was one left, then I would maybe try and get them going again just for fun, but I don't see any, so I guess we're going to have to take over ownership of Grand Cathay, and we are definitely ready for the next episode. We have Belagar, who has not moved here as well, and we do have Lucchini in our sights. Let's go take that. We'll finish wiping out Sartosa. We'll take over Sartosa, which is quite a wealthy port there. The Empire might go for it. I see one of their armies there. I think that's Wissenland, in fact. Yeah, it is.
Amethyst Mage.
I like how she has some dwarf allies here. I mean, her gun army leaves a lot to be desired, but that is a lot of artillery. We'll give her some credit. But Elspeth does have good taste in allies, though. She might want to pick something besides miners. I think she can do better than that. So here we go. We'll just finish wiping out Sartosa. I'm curious to see whether she goes for Sartosa. If she does, we'll let her have it. Be a good friend. Let her occupy some territory. All right, so we have pretty well wiped out Sartosa. We are going to have some more lords to move, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. That was a good turn in for us, so all we have to do is complete one more adventure. We have our army on the way to do that. That is this army here. And when we end the next turn, we'll continue moving in that direction. And then we have to end Clan Eshin. We don't technically have to deal with the Village or the Blessed Dread or the Poxmakers, but they're all on the way. So they're all going down one way or the other. So we are moving into, like I said, kind of the final phase of this here. And we should be done with it soon. We never could get those vampires to come unglitched either. Even though I totally rebuilt that thing. Almost, yeah, I don't think you can unglitch them at this point. But in any case, HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you all soon with some more action in the Malakai Makaisson campaign.